Morning, Sean. Great to have you here in Milnerton. We obviously were quite shocked to see the rain come falling down as it did. You mentioned it was possibly really good for the tracks.
Yeah, morning. Good to be here. Nice to see a bit of rain this time of the year, and the moisture on the tracks can only help with our preps going into the weekend.
So World Sports Betting Gold Rush race is a fantastic race. A lot of money on the table. It's a £7.5 million total stake. You know, your draws weren't so good in the race, but you know, horses with strong form heading in. Billy Spellbound, Winter Greeting, and Asiya Pambeli. If you just talk to us through each of their, you know, their preps, but also how Billy Spellbound got his ticket into the race.
Yes, so I think all had different preps. Winter Greeting has done nothing wrong, obviously. She seems to be on the up, and things have gone smoothly down here. Asiya Pambili, when she got here, she was a little quiet, maybe the heavier tracks, maybe the trip, but I thought I would just give her that run and hopefully it would turn things around, which it did.
Okay.
And she certainly has come on since then. I'm much happier with her now. And Billy Spellbound, I thought his prep run was decent, even though he's way under sufferance at the weights.
Sure.
He's got it all to do, but at least we're in the race with a decent prep.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are interested, Sean, in Princess Kala. She's obviously moved to the sprints. Very, 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 very smart. Very smart in the way she's won her races, albeit finishing strongly. Bringing her back to 1,000 meters, still within her range?
Yes, the sprint obviously wasn't the plan coming to Cape Town. We were always going to the Majorca. But she certainly has found good form over the sprints. You know, we haven't managed to beat Captain's Ransom in 5 attempts, even though she was with a different trainer. So I felt, you know, let's keep her sprinting, and even though it's a very open race,
sure,
let's have a go there. It might be easier to get a Group 1 winner there.
And in terms of measuring her in the weights versus the colts, she obviously carries 57.5 versus 60. Is there an easy way to read that, you know, in terms of trying to find a line horse there to see where you'd be?
It's never easy. At the end of the day, it's the handicappers' assessments, and the bottom line is she's bumped really classy horses.
Sure.
You know, no better in the country than Captain's Ransom. She gets her sex allowance, so you know, it's got to mean something, even though we are over the minimum trip, and obviously it'll count the least over that trip, but it counts for something. And yeah, there's some top males in the race. It's very open. The horses with the biggest ratings don't seem to be at the top of their game right now.
Sure.
Obviously they've all been improving into this race, so that's hard to read. It really looks like an open race, and it's just a matter of, are we asking too much going 1,000 meters again? Always easy to run well in 1,000 fresh,
yeah,
as opposed to third run. We know that she gets the mile very comfortably, so I am taking a chance here, but she's in fantastic order.
That's good to hear that she is in great order. Moving on to, you know, the new turf carriers, Western Cape Stayers, Nebraska. He's a classy horse. He loves this trip. I mean, I think you mentioned that he sort of hasn't gone really past the 2,000, and he had a smashing run last time out over, you know, much short of his best. So positive, really positive thoughts heading into the race, surely.
Yes, he's not a big guy, and I thought the trip down would maybe knock him a little bit. His weight wasn't quite where I wanted it for his last run, sure, and he was very uptight on the day. So his run was eye-catching. He's done very well since then, and obviously he's proven himself over the trip. He comes in really well weighted, so I can't see any negatives here, and I'm hoping for a massive effort.
And one other positive, I think a lot of fans will be excited to have Christoph back. So he's also aboard Nebraska. Added value to have a jockey with that kind of caliber riding your horse.
Obviously, he rides a lot for Sheikh Khalifa, and you know, it really is, I suppose, a privilege to have him on, and adds a lot of colour to the day.
Yes.
And I would like to think it is one of his better rides.
Brilliant. I would love to see him in the winner's box in Cape Town. And then Sean, you said your partner's coming down, so it's also the festivities that go along with a day like this in Cape Town. And the World Sports Betting team and the Cape Racing team are bringing artists down, so a really festive, must-attend racing festival.
Yes, a lot happening in Cape Town at the moment. Cape Racing obviously on the up, Mardi Gras festival, and yeah, great to be a part of it.
Going to have some special socks on the day. Any little intricacies that you carry, a special hanky or something for luck?
This is Sean Tarry, not Joey Ramsden.
That's fair. He loved his socks, Joey. So I appreciate your time. Yeah, and all the best in the build-up.
Thanks, bud.
Don't know what